and relax.
There it is, transferred around. Now, I think it's pretty straight. You'll get fooled occasionally. You'll think you're good to go and all of a sudden you messed up. But this one went nice and smooth and easy, so I don't see any troubles here. Okay, let's get her put together. Let's put this on there. Now we're kind of randomly doing this right now because we still got to locate one of these facets at a 90 degree so we can relocate our index head. So I'm just going to roughly make this 90. We'd have to go way up in the air again because we're going to use, keep my arm out of the way, either use this or we can use the table. And I'm going to use the table just because I have it. Oops, that's still wet. So let's get this close to 90. We have to go, there we go. There's that interference I'm telling you about, talking about. That's why you go way up in the air. Now your kit comes with 2 other sizes of these third legs, just so you can, so you can reach some of them angles that you may not normally use, but it gives you a different height where you can actually adjust in without interfering here. I'm just roughly at 50 degrees or at 90 degrees. I'd rather be a little closer than that, but it'll be okay. Now I'm going to get this up there where I have a flat that I can roll on. Okay, now I'm rolling and I'm just feeling those as they hit. I'm going to dial into this one right here and I'm on it. Let me push that forward. Notice that that's not, I have a space between my index head, my index and the head of this thing, so it doesn't pick up on that pin, so I could roll it. Now I'm just getting it pretty close and I'm going to tighten it down. Okay, now I have a flat on the bottom. What I was showing you is I had space in between there so it would roll, and now all I got to do is re-index. I know where I put each of these. Of course they're all kind of the same if you think about it, but I'm going to just go ahead and pretend like that one on the bottom that I located on here is going to be my 2, or actually my 1 in this case. So I will set this at 1, tighten it down. So I have a pavilion back there that I had a facet on index of 1. My girdle has a facet on an index of 1 based on these instructions. And now I have just located 1 on the bottom of here, set my index to 1. So now when I start fastening on this side, I'll be back to 1 again. The first angle on the crown is also on 1. So I'll have 1 coming down on the back side of the pavilion, 1 across the girdle, and then 1 back up the crown. And I just relocated my index, so we're good to go. Now I can get this out of the way. Once again, I found this on eBay. It's a laboratory jack. It's roughly $33. I'm not going to be able to carry this jack and be competitive with these people. So just look it up on eBay. It's a 4" by 4". I think 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter by something. It goes way up in the air. But, of course, you won't need all that. I'm actually going to use mine probably more because I can carry it, but this works good. Okay, now we're going to set up for the next facet. 35 degrees works really good on the glass, so I'm going to go ahead and do some pre-adjusting here because I know about what it looks like. Gotta get it out of the way so I can get this back down to where it belongs. I know when you get down in your 30s and your 40s you're going to be low, 90s you're going to be high, and your 60s are in between, which is the difficult part on this machine. But you can get there using either, should you have to, spacing up your handpiece, getting a few different size shims that are a little bit lower than this,
like a piece of wood,
or going ahead and getting one of these, which once again I won't be able to be competitive, so I'll just tell you where to get it. Alright, turned it on, zero it, and get back to doing what we do. Alright, since I haven't done much on this side, I can't get down to 35 without hitting the glass. I can go off to the side. I'll show you this. I can go off to the side and get to 35. Okay, I'm below 35 now, so I have to go up a little bit. Once again, I'm steadying my hand on here to hold it flush, and I'm adjusting the what I call the fine adjustment until I dial into 35. I'm getting my angle off my directions there. I'm right on 35, which is good. I'm actually above the glass. Everything's tight. I'm set on 1. Now let me see how we fall on our cutter. Now this time I'm just going to show you that I'm going to go ahead and use a copper one that's got 220 on it. You may want to get some of this sometime. I'm going to get my 220 out just in case I have to add some to it, which I'll probably add anyhow, just so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and, I might be jumping the gun here. I didn't really check my height, but we'll see how it looks. Okay, I got to go, I got to raise my cutter up. A couple of things I can do here. I would rather lower, in this case, since I'm just getting started on this side, I would rather lower this using the dop guide lock, so in the end I'm working with just a few shims underneath my copper piece. Personal preference. The fewer the shims, the more accurate I feel it is. So, like I said, I did jump the gun.